Hello and welcome to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 and in today's episode of the Bahrain McLaren career mode numero 4 we're going to do the Paris-Nice. Woohoo! I'm very happy about that. I'm not, is it a good version? Oh actually it's Col de Turini. Okay, you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Especially with the lineup we're bringing. Mark Cavendish, Greg Gabolle, Raphael Valls, Jan Tratnik, Hermann Pernsteiner, Mark Padden, and Raphael Valls. No, and Mikel Landa, sorry, because otherwise it would be a very, very weak lineup. Now, before we start, I have two things to address. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, please do so because you're missing on some proper bangers. Second thing, um, do you want me to race some continental races and record them? Because I'm just race. I can't speak English. Because I'm just racing in World Tour, and I don't know. Do you want me to record some continental races? I know there's for example the Tour of the Alps, which is one of my objectives. I think the Coppa Sabatini is one of my objectives. I don't know. If there's some races you want me to do, let me know. The Mont Ventoux challenge, which I know I'll do it, so I might as well record it. So yeah, just tell me what you want me. Actually, wait. The road races are one day before the Tour de France. Madness. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to race some of these races. The Tour of Pologne is because there's the World Championships and wait, no, the Olympics. Ah, true, I forgot about that. But yeah, again, I'm gonna say it again and again. If you want me to do some continental races, please let me know. I'll also say it in the next episode because I have started recording it and it's a mess. But don't worry. Enough talking. More action. Saint-Germain-en-Laye, 136 kilometers in the beautiful department of the Yvelines. Let's go. Right, and we're on the way for this first stage of the Dauphiné. Mark Cavendish was meant to be my main sprinter, but he's got 98 fitness and a -2, so maybe because he's British, he doesn't like having a race that doesn't include the rain factor. I don't know. Already some attack though. Benyam Girmay for Delco Marseille, Max Kansa for Sunweb, Sam Bewley for Mitchelton, Danilovis and Anthony Turgis are also here with Samuele Battistella, Jente Biermans, Florian Stork, Julien Duval, someone Grondin, not Mikel Landa, J. Robert Thompson. NTT, do you want to send your entire team in the break? Just let me know. Because this is mad. There's 10 riders up front, there's 3 of your team. And it's a 7-man team. So you nearly have half your squad in the breakaway. And it's the first stage. Chill the fuck out. I saw that there was a crash involving Gregor Mühlberger. I did not see that the crash also involved Maximilian Charman and Pete Sagan and Emmanuel Buchmann. Now, obviously they will come back in the main peloton. This is, they're not going to get dropped. We're not saying that Bora is going to be yeeted out of the tour, but they're already falling after what 30 kilometers? Not even 30 kilometers. Maybe they'll have some repercussions or some consequences on their health throughout the week. And it's another crash for Emmanuel Buchmann. And he is once again going to go back on his. Oh my god. What the fuck just happened? Wait, Buchmann? Oh, he's made it past. Gets in, lad. Well done. Any one of these guys retiring? Nope. So Jan van Rensburg, Clément Venturini, Daniel Navarro, Guillaume Boivin, and Boissenagen are all back on the road. That's a shame. The 2 sprinters of NTT have managed to crash. We've got Ida Schelling, who is now waiting for Emmanuel Buchmann. Okay, well, I don't have time to wait for them. However, I do need to have Mark Cavendish at the front of the peloton, because this man got dropped in the 3rd category climb, and I said that I wanted to win the green jersey with him on the Tour de France. How fucking silly and how dumb must I be to say that kind of thing? Alright, we're going to sprint for Cavendish. I know Greg Gabolle has got a +2, and he's most likely in a better position to win today's stage, or at least to do well. But it's Mark Cavendish, right? He's a legend, so let's try to do well with Mark. If I could give him I'm gonna have to renew my My objectives, I said, winning the green jersey is gonna be an extremely tough ask. Even if I like sending on some stages or training camps, sorry. It's not going to be an easy task. So if I could win stages on the World Tour with Mark Cavendish, it would be absolutely ideal. But yeah, we're going to prepare our train. We're also going to catch Samuele Battistella and Evaldas Siskevicius. Mühlberger and Groschartner are pacing. But aren't they literally pacing on Emmanuel Buchmann? They are. The Bora tactic is just, it's godsend. Mark Padden accelerates with Jan Tratnik in the wheel. It is a false flat sprint, so all the more reasons for me to have Greg Abole as my sprinter and not Mark Padden, and not Mark Cavendish. But I do not really care about this anymore. The sprint is underway with Jan Tratnik. Greg Abole is going to take the relay now. Mark Cavendish is not able to hold on in the wheel. Also, there is a break. Yeah, I think it would have been wiser for me to have Greg Abole. The win today for Pascal Ackermann? Absolutely not. For Alexander Kristoff. Let me just print for Mikel Landa. Alexander Kristoff gets the win ahead of Ackermann, Caleb Ewan, Wout van Aert, Greg Abole, Mark Cavendish, Sam Bennett, Edward Tuns, John Degenkolb, and Brian Coquard. The top 10 of the stage will be the top 10 of the GC. See you for stage numero dos. Wait a second. Why does it say that my next objective is the Vuelta in 22 weeks? My next objective is clearly Tirreno Adriatico. Okay, this game is completely dumb. But for now, hey, we've had 2 objectives. The 2 objectives have been won by Ivan Garcia Cortina. Does that mean that Ivan Garcia Cortina is going to win the Tour de France? Absolutely not. And you're correct if you thought that. Right, stage 2, Les Brévières Bellegarde. It's an easier sprint for Mark. Let's try to make sure of that. It's a much better day for Mark Cavendish today. +3, +4 for Greg Abole. Now, there is one thing that kind of worries me. There is an intermediate sprint just 3 kilometers before the line. So I don't really know what to expect here. I know what I know is that I'm gonna make my train and I'm not gonna fight for the intermediate sprint. And Mark Padden I'm pretty sure just got a +1 in mountain and hills, which is brilliant. I love you. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect from that situation. All right, the line is in 16 kilometers, so we're going to start our train. At least we're going to prepare it. We'll have so Mark Cavendish, Greg Abole, and Tratnik. That's obviously my final 3. Mikel Landa will just be in the wheel of Mark Cavendish because I don't want him to like be dropped or anything. And in the meantime, we're going to try and catch the breakaway. Who's currently in the lead? We've got Nico Dens, Jente Beermans, Evaldas Siskevicius, and Michael Valgren. Okay, so NTT just throws all of their riders in the break. Peloton is led by Armin Grondal Janssen and Maximilian Schachmann. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to start my pace now. I need to remember that Mikel Landa is not in my train, which means I need Mark Padden until kilometer 5. And also that means that I do not know what's going to happen with the intermediate sprint. Again, I don't know if the sprinters are going to like sprint for the intermediate sprint and then wait until they reach their train. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. 5 kilometers until said sprint. I'm expecting the leaders or the sprinters, sorry, to make their appearance. There goes Pascal Ackermann. We've got Sam Bennett here. I'd expect maybe Caleb Ewan to make his appearance if he's here. Yep, there he is, the little one. And you've got also Alexander Kristoff, who's with who's at the front. Right, now Mark Padden is going to take the lead of this peloton. We're going to pace 99 because we can. Are they sprinting for what are they sprinting for here? That's my question. Are they going to keep sprinting or not? Because I for sure am. Oh, I forgot that Peter Sagan was the lead out man for Bora Hansgrohe. Great. Greg Abole, though, with a very good effort, trying to propel Mark Cavendish, maybe with a good result. And it's going to be a win for Sam Bennett ahead of Mark Cavendish, Greg Abole, and Mikel Landa. You know what? I will happily take a second place with Mark Cavendish today. Mikel Landa 4th, then Edwartons, Valverde, Brian Kokar, Ackerman, Jan Tratnik, and Caleb Ewan. And I believe that I don't know actually. I don't know what I believe. I don't know if the GC changes or not. We'll have to see. Right, and following this stage, the GC looks as so Alexander Kristoff is in the lead ahead of Sam Bennett. Jente Beermans is third for Israel Startup Nation with 2 breakaways. Pascal Ackermann, Caleb Ewan, and Evaldas Siskevicius are fighting for 4th position, 4 seconds behind Alexander Kristoff. We then have Mark Cavendish 5 seconds behind, and then Michael Valgren, Anthony Turgis, and Grega Bolle. Okay, so the main peloton is 9 seconds behind the leader. Next up, it's another sprint stage between Sepois and Moulin-Isère. Stage 3 of this this Paris-Nice. Mark Cavendish 0, Greg Abole plus 4. Once again, I might be able, I could sprint for Greg Abole, but what's the point? He's not 37, and he's not a legend. Mark Cavendish is. So we'll try and once again fight for a good result with Mark Cavendish. It'll be harder than yesterday because this time there is no sprint 2 kilometers behind before the line. But I mean, we'll do what has to be done. Even though I'm still not sure if I want to sprint for Cavendish. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth sprinting for Cavendish, and like, I'll see the situation later on, but I might have to switch for Greg Abole here. There's been a crash. There's been a crash, and it said crash is Mark Cavendish. Sadly, Mark Cavendish is on the ground. So is Julien Lafilippe, Casper Asgreen, and Enric Mas. Wait, no, Luis Masbelet. My bad, not Enric Mas. I'm gonna try and I'm not gonna relay, obviously, because I mean it is Julien Lafilippe, and I'd be extremely happy if Julien just gets dropped. But I'm kind of hoping that he comes back. However, it does make my choice easy now for my sprinter, because I mean I'm not gonna make a train for Mark Cavendish, am I? Because he's 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind. So yeah, Greg Abole for the dub. Just over 10 kilometers remaining in this stage. There is still a breakaway. Dorian Godon and Evaldas Siskevicius once again. Like, Evaldas, mate, at one point you're gonna have to stop. And you're. Wait, he's dumb. Because if he had taken the sprint on both intermediate sprints, he would have been leading the GC. Well, obviously provisionally leading it, but he still would have been leading it. Mark Cavendish has not managed to do something. Julien Lafilippe, oh, because I know he had attacked, and I followed him. I remember following him with Mark. And actually, Mark Cavendish might come back in the peloton. Not able. Well, he's not going to be able to sprint. But oh God, wait. Hello. There's some echelons there, and that's not something I'd like to see. So Hermann Pansteiner and Mikel Landa, you're gonna have to do some work to come back in the peloton because you're getting dropped, and that's not nice. I don't know why I'm singing when I'm definitely panicking, but yeah, here goes Rafael Valls, Mark Padden, Jan Tratnik, and Grega Bolle, ready to roll, ready to do a sprint that will be forever marked in history. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just wanted to clarify if anyone was asking. Let's have Rafael Valls to stop his effort, and there goes Mark Padun. We have Jan Tratnik in the wheel, and immediately afterwards we have Grega Bolle, and we've already been overtaken by a billion riders. So it's not going to be a good performance for us today. The win is for Caleb Ewan, taken place for Ackerman, Sam Bennett, Grega Bolle, Kokar, Van Aert, Tratnik, Christophe, Pete Sagan, and Mark Padun. Mikel Landa has managed to reach this group, so that's absolutely perfect. But I mean, I don't think that there's any GC leader that got dropped. We'll take a look at Mark Cavendish's situation. He's going to finish with Sam Bewley, Ethan Hayter, like all the riders that got dropped, and Julien Lafilippe is going to be absolutely bumper-clotted at the back of the peloton. Right, and there's no gaps until Stefano Oldani for Lotto Soudal, which therefore means that Julien Lafilippe loses 6 minutes, and therefore any chances of winning Paris-Nice. Casper Asgreen also loses 6 minutes, and Rui Costa withdraws from the race in the GC. we are dropping from like 6 to 8. Caleb Ewan takes the lead over Sam Bennett, Ackermann, Christophe Biermans, Siskevicius, Godon, Kavanich, Valgren, and Anthony Turgis. The peloton is now navigating 10 seconds behind the yellow jersey Caleb Ewan, as we'll now head for the first tough stage of this Paris-Nice between Vichy and Pélussin. All right, and we're on the way for this fourth stage, the first tough stage of this Paris-Nice. And I mean, it's great because we've got Mark Padden +3, Hermann Pernsteiner +2, and even Mikel Landa has is joining the fun and in the positive rating business. So that's great. We're going to send Jan Tratnik in today's breakaway. No reasons. I mean, he's a decent rider all around, and I believe that he could be of use during a stage with some climbs. I'm also expecting the other guys to counter. Michael Valgren is there. Michael Valgren is the polka dot jersey. That's not something I had planned because I wanted that jersey, and it's going to be much tougher now that I know who is the current holder of said jersey. All right, 2 kilometers until the summit. We're going to try and follow the move of Valgren as soon as he makes it. Come on, mate. Like, whenever you want. Okay, then let's make our move. Michael Valgren, Jan Tratnik, and Cyril Barth have all attacked at the same time. Cyril Barth has the edge over me, and oh, Michael Valgren can't follow. Okay, interesting. Cyril Barth will take the points here ahead of myself. He's now on 4 points, and I'm on 2. Okay. But interesting to see that Michael Valgren wasn't able to hold on to our attack, mainly because of the rhythm of them dickheads from Direct Energy who have been pacing ever since the start of the stage. There are many crashes in this race. That's at least like the 7th or 8th I'm seeing. Actually, Spotify, shut up. All right, we have José Gonçalves who fell alongside Elnor Zakarin and Adam Yates, and also Pierre Latour. Sadly for them, it's going to be quite tough to come back. Early on, I know that Alexander Christoph had fell and also Miguel Angel Lopez. Cyril Barth has attacked in the breakaway. I don't know if it's a genuine attack or if it's just for the points. I believe that it's nothing. Okay, good. We're going to be taking obviously, well, we're going to try, sorry, to take the points here at the Côte de Trèves, the sons of Michael Valgren. So it's going to be between us three here, and we're most likely going to be wearing the polka dot jersey. Well, one of these three guys is going to be wearing the polka dot jersey at the end of today's stage. Attack from Dorian Godon, quite far from the line, if I'm being honest. Jan Tratnik jumps in the well with Cyril Barth as well. He is better than I am, which ain't great. We're going to counter-attack Dorian Godon, but Cyril Barth is going to have the edge on us. And it's going to be an added 7 points for Cyril Barth, who is now on 11 points, I believe. And we are going to be us on make that 7, I think. Yep, he's on 11 and I'm on 7, but everything could still change in the Côte de Condrieu. Crash again in the peloton. Enric Mas, this time with Giulio Ciccone and Diego Ulissi again, I guess. I can't really wait to take a look at the breakaway. The ones who've fallen, because the breakaway is going completely nuts. They've attacked me and I've attacked them, and no one can seem to make any kind of differences. So we're gonna have to be pacing in the Côte de Condrieu and jumping in the wheel of Cyril Barth. He is really strong compared to me. Like, he is much stronger than I am. I'm just hoping that I can overtake him at one point, but I don't really believe that I will be able to do so, and indeed, I am not. Cyril Barth to add another 10 points here ahead of Jan Tratnik and Dorian Godon. I mean, we're going to lose points, obviously, on Cyril, but it could be worse. All right, and we've taken the lead of the peloton. It's still not going to prevent Rafael Valls from taking preventing Cyril Barth from taking yet another 7 points here. He's now on 28 ahead of Jan Tratnik's 15. Very good day at the office for Cyril Barth, who just now cracks under the pressure. We're in the Côte de Chavanais. We're going to try and accelerate with Hermann Pernsteiner. We have dropped a few positions, sadly. Sam Bennett is in second position of the peloton. Why is he doing that? Okay, that's a question I don't have an answer for, or I don't have an answer to. All of the big sprinters are still here. Sam Bennett is going to take 5 points for the mountain, actually 7 points for the mountain classification. Why? I really want to know why here. There's only 34 riders left in the peloton. Mark Padden is still pacing. Sam Bennett is still here with Caleb Ewan. I mean, I understand Caleb Ewan's position because he's the yellow jersey and he's quite. I mean, he's decent when it comes to climbing, and so is Sam Bennett. But why would Sam Bennett fight for the mountain classification? Like, if he's fighting for Alaphilippe, that's dumb. And I mean, he is dropping positions. I believe that Sam Bennett just destroyed his chances of winning today's stage. Um, in the meantime, I can still win it with Mikel Landa. Only issue I have is that the stamina, I guess, of Mark Padden has expired. So let's try and just accelerate with Grega Bolle. And now with Mikel Landa, I know I have Simon Yates and Mark Hirschi and all of the leaders in my wheel. But if I don't do anything, I'm done for. So we might as well try and drop a few names here and there. But I don't believe that it's going to work. We might drop Caleb Ewan and Thibaut Pinot. I guess it's better than nothing. But we're going to approach the final sprint, 2 kilometers to go. No one wants to relay me. What a surprise. I'm not going to win the sprint. So yeah, let's just finish in 20th position, I guess. The win today is going to be for... It's going to be very close, but it's Simon Yates who takes the dub ahead of Vincenzo Nibali, Mark Hirschi, Alaphilippe, Valverde, Uran, Sagan, and all them dickheads. We finish in 12th position with Mikel Landa. Grega Bolle loses with Caleb Ewan, and Mark Padden is a bit behind, 40 seconds lost for the Ukrainian. Win for Simon Yates, Mikel Landa in the same second. Actually, Caleb Ewan in the same second. Wait, Egan Bernal was 21st. You're telling me that, technically speaking, I had dropped Egan Bernal. Ooh, I'm extremely pissed. Oh, I'm very much pissed here. And we had dropped Geraint Thomas. Great. So for the price of keeping Grega Bolle in the same time, we have also Egan Bernal and Geraint Thomas in the same time. Not sure how I feel about that. GC wise, Caleb Ewan takes the lead. Well, or retains the lead. Yeah, retains the lead. 8 seconds ahead of Simon Yates, 10 seconds ahead of Vincenzo Nibali, and then we have Grega Bolle and Mark Hirschi, 12 seconds, and then a group 14 seconds with the GC leaders, a group of 20 riders. Nope, 18 riders. Sprint wise, Caleb Ewan is second behind Sam Bennett, only 1 point down on the Irish rider. Cyril Bart has done an amazing work today, taking 28 points out of a possible 35. So yeah, Vogue One, go on. Best young rider is Mark Hirschi, ahead of Egan Bernal, Mark Padden, and David Gaudu. I believe that one of them 4 riders will be exploding in one stage at one point. I'll let you think about who. And we are second, tied with Ineos and Lotto Soudal in the in the team classification. Okay. Up next, Barbantan. It is an individual time trial, which is where we're going to lose this tour. Well. I may have just realized that I was not recording stage 5 of Paris-Nice, which is a shame. So Thomas Arendt won the time trial ahead of Chris Froome and Joey Roscoff. We were... I'm not going to say shit, but we were abysmal. We finished 34th and 35th with Jan Ratnik and Mark Padden, losing respectively 1:34 and 1:35, 1 minute 35 on Thomas Derent. Mikel Landa is found much further in the classification, 2:21 behind Thomas Derent in 69th position, which means that in the general classification now, he goes down to 21st place. Again, 2:21 behind the leader. Mark Padden is my highest rated, my highest ranked rider in 15th position. So yeah, it really is not great as we head towards the 6th stage between Pigny and Brignoles. Alright, this time I made sure I was recording, and we are on the way for the 6th stage between Pigny and Brignoles of this Paris-Nice. A tour with, I mean, less interest than, well, not less interest, but the stakes aren't as high as they could have been because we are 2 minutes 20 down in the GC, and I don't believe that we will be able to catch up to like the leaders. I'm still hoping for a top 10 in the GC with either Mark Padden or Mikel Landa, but I'm not looking forward to this. We've sent Jan Tratnik in the breakaway once again, but sadly he's got a -2 and he's drawn by Sebastian Henao and Cyril Bart. So there's a good chance of me not being able to get any points today over Cyril. Grega Bolle leading the peloton. I don't know if this stage will go to a breakaway win or not. I can't remember what happened the last time I played this because, I mean, it was 10 months ago. And yeah, there's others riders in the break. I saw no Zakharin. Yeah, so there's no way we're getting points in the mountain classifications there. This is not going to be a good day for us. All right, we're approaching the summit of the Côte de la Sainte-Baume. We are rather high in the breakaway. There goes the first attack. It's Pierre-Luc Périchon who made the first move. He's followed by Gonçalves, Cyril Bart, Valgren, and myself. It's a shame that Cyril Bart is that high in the hierarchy right now, because he's going to take more points than me. And actually, I'm not going to take any points. There we go, solid. I've taken 1, he's taken 5. I'll let you do the maths, but it's not good for me. All right, second climb of the day, Côte de Mazog. It's a third category climb this time, and we are ahead of Cyril Bart. So maybe we'll have our chances of being first today, but I don't really trust Jan Tratnik to hold on until the line, and indeed he does not. I don't know what's gone to Cyril Bart's head here, but he's something else. He's way too good here. Final KOM of the day, Côte de Sainte-Philomène, and Cyril Bart is the first one to make a move. He is already dropping everyone in the break. I mean, I have no words. This man is too good. 700 meters to go until the summit. Actually, he might look slightly out of breath here. Mikel Valgren will take 5 points. Then Gonçalves, and I hope myself 20 points. No, I got 4th. Okay. 16 kilometers remaining. The gap is substantial for the break. There might be a win here, and I mean, I'm not the fastest sprinter, but I'm far from being the slowest. So I don't know. Maybe a good chance of winning today. All right, 6 kilometers remaining. We're going to take. We're not going to slow down until the end. We are in the wheel of Cyril Bart because he's the fastest sprinter. Not only has he been bullying me around on every KOM since the start of this week, he's also most likely going to be the winner of today's stage. So yeah, I've taken and crash in the peloton. Crash in the peloton. David Gaudu and Nero Quintana are down. Only 2 of them. Yep, only 2 of them. Well, sorry, big man, but I can't really watch what happened. 3 kilometers to go, and the sprint is not exactly on the way. Lachlan Morton is going to pace. We have lost the wheel of Cyril Bart, and we're going to launch the sprint early on because there is a lot of corners there, and hopefully we can take I don't know, the edge, but no, it's going to be a win for Cyril Bart. I can't be asked. Ahead of Anthony Turgis, Lachlan Morton, Mikel Valgren, Sergio Henao, Pierre-Luc Périchon, José Gonçalves, Jan Tratnik ends up in 8th, which is shit. I don't really know what else I could have done. Maybe sprint earlier, but I mean, I was the first one to start the sprint, and I've been overtaken by riders who have 63 in sprint. So yeah, it's ropes. All right, I hate Cyril Bart. That's a fact. I really dislike him, and he's definitely not going to be in my plans to sign him next year. There we go. All right, peloton finishes 117 behind. No biggies about that. I'm just gonna check what happened to what's his name? Oh, Pierre Latour got dropped. But actually, I don't really care about him. To Quintana and David Gaudu. They are in this group, so they have lost 2 minutes 55. Anyone else dropped? Pavel Sivakov losing 14 minutes. Wow, I mean, I know I saw him in an early on crash with Buchmann and Ackermann, but that was like kilometer 20. I figured that they had that came back in the peloton. GC wise, nothing changes. Mikel Landa jumps 2 positions with Gaudu and Quintana being out, well, being dropped. But the gaps doesn't change with the lead of the GC leaders. And we're on the way for the Queen stage of this Paris-Nice between Nice and the Col de Turini, a climb that we probably have heard of if you follow WRC or rallying, if you prefer. It is one of the infamous stages of the Rallye de Monte Carlo, and already some attacks. Some riders maybe wanting to prove themselves on the first real slopes in the World Tour this season. We've got Stéphane Debode, Pierre Latour, Fabio Felline, Motier, Mulberger, Nicolas Hede, Groschartner, and Higuita trying to make moves. I'm not planning on going in the breakaway unless Mark Cavendish decides to do so. I'm not going to send Jan Tratnik because I don't feel like there is any point by doing that. And yeah, hopefully we can do well. Mikel Landa hasn't had a great race as of yet. I mean, I hope I can count on Mark Padden, Rafael Valls, and Bernsteiner today. I'll have to see if I change my strategy like later on the stage if I try to attack rather than just like just wait for everyone in the peloton. Crash in the peloton. Vincenzo Nibali's down as we are soon going to start the Côte de Pelasque. He didn't crash at a great moment, if I'm honest. There is no good time to crash, but this one wasn't particularly a good one. Vincenzo Nibali is going to be awaited by Richie Porte, Edouard Tuns, Jasper Stuyven, and Giulio Ciccone. He might come back at one point in the peloton. He's lucky because the rhythm of the peloton isn't exactly high. It is currently being paced by the FDG team of Thibaut Pinot, who is 40 seconds behind in the GC. Meanwhile, the breakaway is still in the lead. Way over 3 minutes and a half now for a 60-man group with Fausto Masnada, Félix Groschartner, Samuel Battistella, Cyril Barth, Enric Mas, Antoine Toluc, Pierre Latour, Nicolas Hede, José Gonçalves, Fabio Felline, Sergio Guita, Carl Frederick Hagen, Danny Navarro, Nico Dens, Stéphane Debode, and Gregor Mulberger crash again in the peloton. This time it would be Pierre Roland, the rider from Vital Concept, who's joining Hector Tejada in the dropped riders. Same for Adam Yates, who I did not know was dropped, but I mean, he is. Okay, we've started the Côte de Pelasque. I'll make some moves, I think, following this climb. Huge crash involving the second place of the GC, Chris Froome. Richie Porte is also down. Emmanuel Bourgman is down. There's another rider down here. That would be James Piccoli, the Canadian rider from Israel Startup Nation. Huge incident for Chris Froome and the Ineos team as a whole. Ethan Hayter, Ben Swift, and Pavel Sivakov have waited until their leader comes back. But in the meantime, in the peloton, I am not gonna wait at all. I don't have any interest in waiting. I mean, I do love Chris Froome, but I don't care if he gets dropped. Yeah, there he is. He's navigating around 1 minute 30 behind the group Eman Pensteiner, but he will eventually come back. The gap, I mean, appears is much bigger than it appears. Although if Pete Sagan gets dropped, that's gonna make one break here. Oh, I don't know. He might come back, but he'll be very well. He won't be in a good place in the peloton, if I'm honest. Meanwhile, Pensteiner is spacing 88. Maybe a bit too much, if I'm being honest. But we need to catch the breakaway. Two riders in the lead: Antoine Toluc and Danny Navarro. 30 seconds is their lead over the peloton now. The group Pensteiner is back. Sam Bennett got dropped. There is still this group. Chris Froome is still behind. Chris Froome is still not in the leading group, and I'm not sure that he'll come back. If I'm being honest, I think this might be it for Chris Froome's chances of winning Paris-Nice this year. All right, and there goes Herman Pansteiner. We're now going to pace with Rafael Valls, Geraint Thomas is here, Thibaut Pinot, Egan Bernal. I'm surprised to see Thomas and Bernal this high in the peloton. I mean, maybe like I'd have thought that one of, or even Carapaz. Wait, Ineos came with Froome, Bernal, Carapaz, and Thomas. I hate this team with a passion. Right, 7 kilometers to go. Attacks from Miguel Angel Lopez, Thibaut Pinot, Enric Mas again. You are in the breakaway, fam. Stop attacking. Or maybe he's just spacing for Alejandro Valverde. That could also be a shout. Lopez is now a co-op. Okay. Let's actually attack with Mark Padden. See if we can drop a few riders here and there. I don't really care about his GC position, if I'm being honest. Mark Padden, 5 kilometers to go, sends another attack to propel Mikel Landa. Attack from Mikel Landa, and this time no one follows. Obviously, no one follows because Mikel Landa is not a threat in the GC. He does not cause any issues. He is 2 minutes behind the yellow jersey, who is here. Thomas de Gent is still with the leaders. This is huge from Mr. de Gent. Huge job today from the runner-up of the 2012 Giro d'Italia. But he appears to be he's starting to struggle. He is starting to struggle. Mikel Landa, though, having a huge gap, over a minute now for the Spaniard. 111, 120. It just keeps on rising. What doesn't rise though is his yellow bar, who keeps on declining. 130. Watch out! There might be some final twist here because Chris Froome isn't here. Maximilian Schachmann isn't here. Simon Yates is not here either. Ooh, wait, everyone's dropped here. Where's Bauke Mollema? Not there. Nibali, not there. Thibaut Pinot is my first. Wait, Thibaut Pinot is the first guy in contention in the GC. And the lead is now over 2 minutes 20. I've made my comeback. I have made the gaps back on Thomas de Gent. And Mikel Landa not only is going to win a splendid victory at the summit of the Col de Turini, he is going to take the lead in this 2020 Paris-Nice. Huge day at the office for Bahrain Merida, and Mikel Landa has pulled a masterclass following his abysmal time trial. Win today for Mikel Landa at the Col de Turini. Second position will be between 17 of these riders. Thomas de Gent will finish with all these guys. Mark Padden will not be able to compete in the sprint that will be won by Alejandro Valverde by the looks of it, ahead of Enric Mas, Maximian Lopez, no, Miguel Angel Lopez, Carapaz, Pinot, Bernal, Kreuvac, Quintana, Alaphilippe, De Gent, Zakarin, Fausto Masnada, Mark Padden, who drops a few meters back, Carl Fredrik Hagen, who was in the breakaway alongside Felix Groschartner. Vincenzo Nibali, huge disappointment today. Bauke Mollema, same, the Trek team, who came with Richie Porte, Nibali and Mollema, disappointing. Guillaume Martin is there. Chris Froome finishes here alongside Simon Yates. Not a good day as well for the English, as Spain puts 3 riders in the top 5 and 2 on the first 2 steps, with Mikel Landa pulling an absolute masterclass today. I don't really believe it. It's mad. This is completely crazy. Mikel Landa just did something extraordinary. I knew I was going to be able to win, if I'm honest. I knew roughly where to attack, and I knew approximately how the peloton would react. But I expected at least some answers from the favorites in the final kilometer. We gained 2:37 on the peloton, which means that we're now first in the lead. 22 seconds behind us is Thomas de Gent, who keeps his second place. Well, no, keeps the podium position, drops from first to second. Thibaut Pinot, Egan Bernal, Carapaz, Nibali, Valverde, Lopez, Mollema, Kreuvac, and Mark Padden. For one little second, Mark Padden is outside of the top 10. I'll try and get him a bonus second tomorrow to see if he can jump in the top 10. Valverde has taken the lead of the points classification. Mountain-wise, Cyril Barth, Besson Rada, Mark Padden. No, Egan Bernal. Right, final stage, Nice. Let's get it. Alright, final stage of this Paris-Nice. And I'm still not fully recovered after what happened in the previous stage, but I mean, I'll deal with it, and I'll be able to finally breathe in just under 110 kilometers. Why the fuck is Cyril Barth in the breakaway, fam? I beg you stop. I will physically make you stop attacking. Like, why? You've got 54 points. You're calm, right? All right, 21, 31, 41 points to take. Mathematically speaking, you're not calm at all. There we go. That's why he's attacked. So actually, he's not that dumb. It's a rather smart move if we take it if we take a good look at it. So why the fuck am I being triggered by it? Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at the breakaway. We have good old François Bidard alongside the winner of last year's Ronde van Vlaanderen. Sorry, Alberto Bettiol. We've got Jack Haig, Antoine Toluc, Danny Levis, Cyril Barth, Lukas Ozian. Then in a group behind, we have Fabian Scher, Maxime Bouet, Tim Wellens, Nico Dens, José Gonçalves, uh, Julien Mautier. We're gonna go with Julien because I mean he's French and he's got a name starting with G, so he's either called Jean, Jordi, or Julien. And I hope for his sake he's not called Jordi. We've got Samuel Battistella, we've got Diego Ulissi, Nick Tashtalnov, Sergei Guita, Michael Valgren, Pierre Roland, Tony Galopin, Jente Biermans, and finally, oh, for fuck, there's another group. Julien Alvarez, Tom Yelteslakta, Fabien Grelier, J. Robert Thompson, and Patrick Schilling. Alright, and before going forward, or skipping forward, I'd like to say I've got nothing against Jordi. It's a nice name, it just doesn't have a great reputation in France. Right, we're back in the breakaway because I mean we're approaching the penultimate climb of the day. Cyril Bart is still leading the mountain classification, but the gaps have closed really. They've just closed on him. However, he is in second place right now behind Michael Valgren in this climb. If he can overtake him, which he does, I believe that he will be able to bring the polka dot jersey home and give Vital Concept its first distinctive jersey on a World Tour race. Let's just make sure that my maths are good and my maths are indeed correct. Cyril Bart will be the best climber of this Paris-Nice. I mean, until he crashes and has to retire in the final 25 kilometers, which I don't wish for him. He'll be winning the classification. Peloton is now 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind the leading group. 25 kilometers is what remains for the 14 riders in this main group. Alright, we've really increased the pace as we start the final climb. I'm gonna guess it's the Col. Oh no, it's not the Col d'Ez. It's the Col des Quatre Chemins. Let's try to see if we can catch the breakaway. We have 3 kilometers in this climb left. Then it's a descent. It's a descent, sorry, towards the end. Not sure if we'll be able to do anything in the descent. And actually, we're not gonna catch the breakaway. They are just. I mean, they're just way too much ahead here to allow us to do anything. Can we wait? Who was blocking me for 10th place in the GC? I know it was something. I know it was someone, but I can't exactly remember who. It was Steven Kruijwijk, and Kruijwijk will stay there. No chances of Mark Padden getting bonus seconds there. And the win, it's going to be maybe for Tony Galopin, maybe for Michael Valgren, or maybe for Mark Cavendish. You never know. He's going to get overtaken by Tony Galopin, but it still counts, doesn't it? Yeah, the fact that Grigabole made it with this group just means that the rhythm really wasn't this asking for the guys. Tony Galopin or Michael Valgren. The win is in one of these two riders. Then the group Cyril Bart navigating 30 seconds behind Jakob Fultz, behind Michael Valgren. My bad. Let me just make this switch. Here we go. Yeah, Tony Galopin. Oh, Michael Valgren comes back. 15 seconds, 16 seconds, 12 seconds, 13. Can Michael Valgren do anything here to try and catch Tony Galopin? The answer is going to be no. It's a win on the Promenade des Anglais for Tony Galopin ahead of Michael Valgren. Peloton will finish about 2 minutes behind, or actually 1.5. But we don't really care, do we? We don't give a shit about where we finish, as long as we finish with everyone, which is what we've done today. And Mikel Landa wins the first World Tour week race of his career, I believe. I don't think Mikel Landa has won anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. He may have won like País Vasco, but in that case, I can't really remember. Or maybe he won like the Tour of Pologne or something. But I don't think that he has done anything in his career. I've just checked. He's won the Volta a Burgos and the Giro di Trentino, which therefore means that it is his first ever tour. World Tour win. Well, nice win for Tony Galopin. They're finally doing something this season. I don't think they had won anything in the races I had played this year. Michael Valgren takes second. Peloton rounds up the top 10. Finishes 130 behind the lead. Diego Ulissi is third place. But in the GC, The main thing is Mikel Landa wins this year's Paris ahead of De Rent, Thibaut Pinot, Egan Bernal, Carapaz, Nibali Valverde, Lopez, Mollema, Kruijswijk. Maybe it's a good sign for the Tour de France. I don't really believe it, but why not? But yeah, Mikel Landa pulling off an absolute masterclass on the slopes of the Col de Turini. Another guy who's been great during the week was this guy, Cyril Bart from Vital Concept, making the move last year from Euskadi Morias to a Pro Conti team. And I mean, he's proving his team why they did well to sign him. He wins. So sorry, the mountain classification. Points wise, Alejandro Valverde brings yet another distinctive jersey in his bag. That's like at least 1 billionth. He's now won. He wins it ahead of Sam Bennett, Caleb Ewan, Wout van Aert, and Mikel Landa in 5th position. Finally, we'll see the best young rider, who is obviously going to be Egan Bernal, and that'll be the case for the next 5 years. Mark Padden is 2nd, Mark Hirschi, Enric Mas, Valentin Madouas has completed the top 5. The best team is the team Ineos, Bahrain McLaren, just 10 seconds short of the British. Well, that was fun. Tense, but fun. At times when the peloton really increased its rhythm, I didn't really know what to expect with Mikel Landa and Mark Padden and all the other guys in my team, but we pulled through, and we win this Paris-Nice. It is not something I believed would happen, if I'm being honest. It didn't feel real. This stage was completely mad. I don't know. Maybe some of you skip from like the start to the end of the videos, which I mean I can understand. If you're still watching this, please, I beg, watch the previous stage. I genuinely do it because it was mad. I remember doing the same, like a similar thing with Wilco Kelderman in my Sunweb career mode in season 1, but it wasn't this huge. It was like 50 seconds, and I was actually favored to win the GC. Well, actually, I mean, I was way closer. Like, I was 2 minutes 20 behind everyone else. I didn't think I was going to be able to, like, get that big of a gap. But yeah, we take the win in this Paris, and that's absolutely huge. And this is where we'll wrap today's episode of the Bahrain McLaren career mode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like down below. That would really mean a lot to me. Also, please tell me in the comments whether you want me to record some continental races or not. It's up to you, genuinely. Like, if you want to make me a list of the races you want me to do, let me know, and I'll be happy to comply. Comply, is that a word? I guess it's a word, yeah. But yeah, I'll see you in the very near future for the 5th episode of the Bahrain McLaren career mode. In this episode, we'll have to play the Strade Bianche and Tirreno Adriatico. I have been Blackwar. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with a bag. Snapping with a phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.